Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another Friday night watch talk with Bobby Legs and no friends. No friends. Maybe some friends will join in a little while. You never know. You never know what's going to happen here on a Friday night with the Bobby Legs channel. Anyway, I'm doing great, guys. A bit really busy week here at the Legnoski house, the Legs house, and just thinking about watches and looking forward for this evening. And hey, there's Wolfie. How you doing, Wolfie? What's going on, buddy?
Good, good. I just have to mute this.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
just make sure you're muted.
Yeah.
Wolfie, man, you're leaving soon, right?
I was
Yeah.
packing.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for taking some time and joining this evening. How are you and what do you got
Good.
on wrist?
Uh, our vision.
Ooh, is that a DeVille?
Yeah, it's
Very
coming
nice.
back to Austria.
It's coming back to Austria. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Why is that? Is there any particular reason?
uh, I had, had to make room since I got the Wolves in here and decided I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
I bought it. I bought that one in Austria anyway, so there's
Okay.
no customs problems or anything.
Okay. That's cool.
So,
So, and I'm sure you prefer it way more than the new DeVilles that came out recently, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
Just
know what
seems
they
like
were thinking.
yeah, seems like a little bit of a mess. I'm wearing something very, very interesting. I don't
hmm
know. I'm interested to get your take on this one.
hmm
Okay. I have the Romain Jerome spacecraft. Look at that. There it is at
Gotta
nine,
put it on the
jumping out.
wrist. We need a wrist shot.
Yeah, sure, sure. I should have had the other camera set up. Um, but my son didn't go to sleep as quickly as he usually does, so I didn't have as much time. But here it is on wrist. Yeah,
Hmm.
interesting,
Doesn't
right?
doesn't look too weird actually.
No, it's not too
I
weird.
think the picture I saw was like, yeah, from the front it looks super weird. How you read the
Yeah,
screen, if you take the picture that way, it's kind of
yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to tell you, when I look at pictures of wrist shots that I take, they look different than what they actually do in real life. And I guess it's because of the angle and whatnot. They always look bigger on a
yeah,
picture than they actually are.
yeah,
And so and and this one, I'm still trying to figure out where to wear it really, because it kind of sits. Sometimes it sits like that, and so it's just the strap. I got to find the right hole to
yeah.
focus on. Um, but
And you
super
read the
fun.
time from right. The screen is in the front there, right?
So yeah, so
Yeah,
so in the front is the hour, right? I mean, yeah. So in the front is the hour. So you see that
yeah,
red, that's the
yeah,
9, right?
yeah.
And then right on top here is the
Oh,
minutes. So
okay.
it's like, oh, it's 9, oh
So you need
03.
a little bit of this.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not as challenging as perhaps I thought it would be originally. Because I just like look like this and then boom, it's right over. It's just like 904, 904. So not that big of a deal at all. The only thing tricky about this is finding straps. I mean, it has to be really, really thin, because the lug is like tucked under,
Okay.
and so you really need a thin
Yeah.
strap.
Well, this
So
one looks good, so
yeah,
don't need
it
another
looks
one.
fine, but eventually it's gonna wear and it'll need to be replaced. But anyway, fun watch, really, really fun watch. Um, let's um, let's say hello to the chat and see what's going on there. Canadian Watch Monkey is in the house. Let's do this. Hey Wilson, how are you? You, Chaz, what's going on, sir? underachieving watch collector. Hello, everyone. Yeah, long week for sure. Bill K is here. Wayben, how you doing, Wayben? Bill K, what's going on? Deech, let's go. Steve Time Hill is here. How are you? Hey, Marcel, what's going on? We're in the UN Executive Dual Time. Very nice. Very, very nice. Chris J is here. Um, Wayben saying that he was at the big Grand Seiko event in New York City today. And yet another new exclusive release. Yeah, and I'll pull that up in a little while and I'll get Wolfie's take on it and what he thinks. Caliber is here. How you doing, Caliber? Justin R is strapped in. Roar of the Tiger. What is up? How are you? Hey, Bruno is here. What's going on, Bruno? Yeah, Wolfie's packing cigars. Sure.
Already done.
Uh, Justin R. Wolfgang gotta get back to secure to gotta go back and secure Central Europe. Yes,
Hmm.
yes he does. Hey, Rob from Mountain Standard Time is here wearing the polo today. Guys, let us know what you're wearing on rest. Um, Sad to see Wolfie for the last time for a while. Yeah, our vision is great. Hey Nilo, how's it going? Um, let's see here. Thomas, good for you to join us very late over in the UK for Thomas. Conspiracy checking in from Pittsburgh. Um, Brendan's here. How are ya? Wearing the Bell and Ross BNR BR-5 today. Blue Dial. Very nice. Very nice. Um, what's Robert say? My eyes have gone to poop. I have a hard time reading red font on black backgrounds. Oh, yeah. If that's the case, then this watch will be very tricky. Uh, hey, Jeffrey is all the way from Perth, Australia, wearing his Tudor black bay ceramic. Yo, Hobby Lobby, what's going on? Junior Johnson, all the way from Michigan. Hey, Michigander. He's a Michigander. Um, Mr. Cassioke joining Team Yeb tonight. All right, very nice. Um, Scrolling, seeing any faces. Okay, yeah. So I think we got. Oh, Bobby's here. We'll miss Wolfie, but hope to see him soon. Yeah, yeah. So you were hey, Kevin S is here sneaking in right there. So Wolfie, you were I heard you talking earlier about Bucherer sending out a nice little 15% off
Yeah,
on and so yeah, I mean like the deals are coming for sure. A lot of good deals to be had. But I think we're seeing some good stuff, but I think eventually, come next week, it may even get even better, right?
probably.
Um, for a lot, there's I'm gonna pull up a site that I don't know if people are familiar with or not, but let me get it going, and it's called Shopworn. Now, I found out about Shopworn maybe about 2 or 3 years ago from Bill Sanders of all people. And at the time, believe it or not, um, Shop Worn was stocked pretty heavily with Moser and with Parmigiani. And the deal behind, from my understanding, Shop Worn, it's a site these are display models, right? That are on at the stores and whatnot, and they do get handled, but they're mostly in very, very good condition. And every once in a while, they'll stock up with some brands. I guess maybe somebody's going out of business or whatnot, but they'll stock up with some brands. And it's been kind of thin the last year or so, but now we're seeing some interesting pieces. You have these HYTs in stock here, and you have some flash sale. Now, there was a black DLC version of this watch earlier today for like 12 grand. And you could see normally it's 53. Right now they have it at 50, 26 and a half. But wouldn't be surprised to see this watch in particular um, being in the flash sale grouping maybe at some point next week for sure. But if you want to get into something really, really funky, um, HYT is definitely something to look for, and you know, um, significant savings here, and you might see like a 73% off on this one
Yeah.
as well. Um, have you ever been on Shopworn,
No,
Wolfie?
never heard about that site before.
Yeah, yeah, and
You know,
they got some Omegas here. Again, on the surface here, doesn't seem to be too crazy of a deals, but they'll run these flash sales now, getting close to Black Friday, and you might catch something. Here they have a previous gen Speedmaster for a 4800, which is okay, nothing great there. I mean, for 4800, you could go to some of the dealer groups and easily find a better price for this. But again, sign up for the site. You'll get alerts when there's a flash sale, and you might be able to pick these one up. And I think if you're like a first time visiting the site, if you sign up for their newsletter, you get like 20% off. Now, you can't combine it with a flash sale, but you can combine it with their regular sales. Um,
click on
Also,
Longines. What's in Longines?
Longines, nothing great. Nothing great. Last time I checked, I think they were mostly
Oh,
these kind of people. Yeah, yeah. There was nothing, you know,
not
just
for
because
us.
they have. I'm sorry.
Not for us. Yeah.
Yeah, not for us. Not for us. They had a pretty big selection of Zenith, right? Um, and some were sold on a flash
Ooh.
sale. But look, I mean, like for 30% off, this is under $4,000, right? For a brand new.
Oh,
Um,
30 comes off the price there.
so I'm sorry. If you sign up for the site,
Okay, then you
right,
get a yeah.
and then you get 20% off, but I forgot to also mention that they also then give you an option. If you sign up for Tex, you get actually your 20% becomes 25% off. So you can pick this watch up here for like 3,800 bucks. So it's 25% off of this number here, the 5180, for example. Um, I was playing around with their cart earlier today and just to verify these numbers. But again, you can wait for a flash sale and and you may even get more savings. Let me catch up to the chat here. Um, let's see. Where the Tiger is wearing his Battleship Gray GA 2100 Casio. Very nice. Shop worn is what I need. uh, yeah, yeah, good tactics. Sign up and just lay in wait because I think you're going to see more of these flash sales coming um, as the week progresses.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, that Zenith bronze is also. I know, Deej, I know you've been looking at that sort of.
it is.
It's a good watch. And look, I mean, Toppers has one, right? Um, for 3,500, and then you take the 10% off, right? So you're looking at 32, 3,200 or 3,150, whatever with tax, and then no, they don't charge tax actually. So I mean, and that's pre-owned, but in very good condition. The ones over here in Shop Worn are usually like new condition, you know. I mean, this is the blue one, which I really, really like. I think the one in on Toppers was a limited
Yeah,
with a black dial, right? Yeah,
yeah.
you know about that watch. But yeah, great deals can be had.
We
Um,
went to the outlet last week, I think, here in town, and they had already started full blown Black Friday sales,
oh, really?
heavily discounted. Some of the stores we went to,
So what
incredible
outlet?
deals. It's like a fashion outlet,
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm.
have a few watch places, but nothing really interesting. But
Yeah,
a gigantic, most brands you can imagine are there.
right, right.
And we've seen some spectacular deals. If that stuff is coming to the watch industry next week,
Yeah. I mean,
you will be buying. That's
yeah,
my prediction.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think, laying out a plan and knowing what you are looking for will help zero in as opposed to, getting like whatever is the best deal, right? So like I think this may be the opportunity coming up, and there's probably going to be some more opportunities down the road because, where the economy, where people feel like the economy is going. Um, but if there are some like toxic watches, right? Some watches that are resale is going to be brutal. Um, they might be heavily discounted at this point, right? I mean, this watch, came out to like 3,400, right? So, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, the original MSRP was over $20,000,
Wow.
you know. So, if you lay in wait, if you have a plan, if there's like a toxic Parmigiani that you've been wanting, right? Um, you know, uh, Go find it on eBay. Put it on a watch list. If it's being sold by Watchbox, even better because they are very aggressive with sending out offers. If you're click a watch list on a watch on a watch. If you're watching a watch, right? Um, it might be a good time. It might be it's starting to get very, very interesting. Um, let's see here.
You guys could do a live stream next Friday, right? With online purchasing spree.
Yeah, right. I mean that. Hey, I'm up for hosting it. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
I will be off that day on Friday, and if anybody wants to come on and and and
Do
and
it live.
and shop live, and so we
Get
all
Tip
can see
on
it.
as kind of like the sombrero advisor. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you're pulling the trigger. Okay,
yeah.
Tip, you sign off on it.
Is that a one, two, three, or four
Yeah.
sombrero deal? Yes, I think
What's
it
the
is.
offer
And then
gonna
boom.
be?
Hey, Mez9, how you doing? What's going on? Nice to see you. Great, great deals coming soon. We'll do it live. Yeah. So like, i- i- if you see something like, look, it's hard to say, right? It's hard to say like if we'll probably see better deals at the end of the year and the beginning of next year. Um, but I still think they're going to be good next week. So like if you have like maybe a couple of pieces that you're interested in, maybe dip your toe with one in the next couple weeks, and then maybe wait till the beginning of next year, um, to see how that goes. I think for example, like Speedmasters, right? The new generation of Speedmasters, they're going to be heavily discounted after the new year. Um, so I think if that's your target, if that's what you're looking for, I would wait. I wouldn't pull the trigger on anything this week, next week, or just before Christmas. I would wait till to next year. Um, Kevin S says some watches which have been toxic are not being discounted too heavily just yet. Most are the high pieces which have fallen steeply. Others will follow. Yeah, well, true. But I think we're gonna start seeing some of those toxic pieces next week or so. Um, Deeply discounted. That's just my prediction. I mean, I'm no authority. I'm no expert when it comes to pricing, but I have a feeling that that's what we're gonna see. Um, I will be on that live stream. I only need DIB approval.
You could do another
Wow.
one of the, that I tremendously enjoyed the one that you did with the 3 hours. I was in Austria, so I had the whole afternoon something to watch.
Yeah, but that was the kids weren't home that day, and
Yeah,
and
send them to the grandmother on
yeah,
Black Friday. Or send them
yeah,
to the mall. Send them to the mall.
send
They
it
can
to the mall, yeah, and do a 3 hour
yeah,
stream.
like a purchase, like a home watch shopping
Yeah,
network Mobilex stream.
Experience, yeah, home watching experience, yeah. Legs to
Pretty awesome.
Damas, yeah, legs to Damas, yeah. Will early next year be better to buy than during Black Friday sales? Yeah, I mean, I think it depends. Probably early next year is better. Like I said, Steve, I think with like, for example, like the Speedmaster, I think it's just gonna be deals are just gonna be better next year. The prices are gonna keep coming down. But I think if you want to dip your toe into a watch purchase, I know that sounds crazy, just dipping your toe into a watch. I mean, like, this is real money here. Um, but if there's something that you've had your eye on that, is sort of like on the toxic side, um, it might be a good time. It might be a good time. Um, Scott is like, I feel like summer is always the best time to buy watches. Yeah, I think you're right, Scott. I think it usually is. There is a lull. Although we're going through some interesting times, right? So I think there might be some exceptions. FYI, Hamilton's coming out with a smaller size Murph. I believe it will be 38 or 39. Yeah, I think that's good because a lot of people with the smaller wrists obviously thought the regular Murph was a little bit too big for them. PG, what are your thoughts on Zin's move to Le Jupere column wheel movements for some of their high-end chronographs? Um, Totally fine with that. I had a Zen 903 last year, and it had a Lejeune Perret column wheel. Totally fine with it. Was really into it. I mean, I think it's based off of a 7750. Um, so yeah, no issues with that at all. Kevin S says I've bought a few this summer. Chaz is saying January and February are traditionally slow months for watch sales. I bet dealers will be hungry for sales and willing to discount. Um, Prices aside, it's an all-timer for me at Kevin. Okay. Um, Scott saying Le Jupre is higher end than ETA in his opinion. Can't wait for the smaller Merc, BJ says. Yeah. So, good stuff. Good stuff. So, Wolfie, what do you say we take a look at some new stuff that's come out
Mhm.
um, in the last few days? Um, we have a Hobring here, um, the new, more compact Hobring to Doppel 38, so a new version of this. Smaller watch, right? I mean, this is probably not something that you're going to be interested in, Wolfie, but very, very cool, anyways. Um, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? My issue with Hobring is sometimes I find their designs very boring.
Yeah, I,
Um,
I wasn't a big fan when I saw it this morning. I know some of our guys they do like it. I
yeah,
it's not a bad looking watch, of course.
yeah,
It's a little boring. I like the salmon dial probably the most.
yeah,
I'm not sure about the two pushers, on the opposite side, but
yeah,
it's not a deal breaker.
yeah,
It looks cool. Some people said it's good price for what it is. It's still not cheap.
yeah.
A lot of competition, at that price.
Sure, sure.
So
Mo Movement side looks pretty good.
yeah, it's good. I'm sure the tech is good, above my
Yeah,
pay grade, but I'm sure it's good.
yeah. So
So it's not
9250
a bad
euro.
release for small wristed people, chronograph
Yeah,
folks, I guess.
yeah. My issues with so I had a El Primero that was 38, and I just felt like that was just a small size for a chrono for me. So I think like I'm not a buyer here. I like my chronos at least 40, prefer them at 42. Um, Smaller chronos just they just I feel like they get lost in my wrist. They're just too small. You know. Um,
Yeah, I don't know why they went that small actually, but who knows?
yeah. Chaz likes the salmon as well. Salmon and that green color combo. And Hobby Lobby thinking the last gen of those Doppel chronos looked better. Okay, moving on. So. You probably got zero interest in this, Wolfie. And this is definitely not for everyone. I'm a sucker for Genta, and you know he Genta had done a Mickey Mouse watch um, before.
I remember
Um,
that one. Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know. I love this watch. I love it. I think it's super fun. It's probably hella expensive, I would imagine. But again, these are some older ones, right? Um, but I think it's super fun. And if I was like filthy rich, I'd probably get one. Um,
I'll stick to my, my original statement. There's not gonna be a Mickey Mouse, a bird, a pen, a dog of any kind on any of my watches. So
okay.
let's
So is
leave it
Jacques
there.
Dro is nothing is that something you're interested in?
If it has a bird on it, I did like some jacket row pieces, not the ones with the bird. I don't want Snoopy on a watch either.
Yeah.
Not the
Uh,
buffalo there, on the RGM. No, thank you.
yeah, well, we're gonna get there.
I
Let me
like
just
the
see.
tag.
We'll take a look at the tag for sure. Oh, Mickey Mouse watch looks fun. Dichi's probably not gonna like it. I am out with the mouse I put in my time. Oh man, I would love to see Deech in Disney World with like Mickey Mouse ears, walking around. Um, 23. Yep, it was 23K. Everyone needs a bird watch. Absolutely, Justin, you're absolutely right. Mez9 is saying the Ranger and Khaki are kind of dominating the wrist time lately. That's awesome. Good stuff. Uh, these okay. Put a bird on it. Uh, Marceau's like the only dog I want is this Snoopy 3.
I'll stick
Right.
to my original statement.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of that tag, um, pretty interesting tag, right? Tell me what you like. What do you like about this, Wolfie?
I just like the color combo. Is just,
Yeah, you're a sucker for that, right?
I mean, usually I prefer rose, but here, and Paul
Yeah.
explained to me, it's kind of like a John Player color thing going, right?
Yeah.
That they had on the race cars.
Yeah.
So this is near perfect. I told him he needs to get it. In my opinion,
What
it's
ab- what about this thing right here though? The TAG.
I don't care about that. I'm
Okay.
not the thing that I'm not 100% sure is that Carrera is in white, but it doesn't really bother me. But
Mm, mm-hmm.
I don't know what they could have done. Maybe it would have been
Yeah.
another gold would have been too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the white adds some contrast.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's fine. The whole thing is just even the movement looks good.
yeah.
I think that even the retail prices. I don't know if I think the movement is pretty good, so the retail price is fine.
Hmm.
But I get it. Most people will probably wait and see what the pre-owned price is gonna be in a year.
Speaking of Paul,
Hi guys,
hey Paul,
Hello,
how are
how are
you
Paul.
you?
doing?
Thanks for joining.
Oh, is that a Tag Heuer on the screen?
Hmm.
Didn't even
Yes, it
know.
is.
No, the reason why this one is awesome is it's historically important. This is based on Jack Heuer's favorite watch ever. So from 1970 to 1979, he personally handed every Ferrari F1 driver this watch with their name and their blood type engraved on the back, which includes
Oh wow.
Gilles Villeneuve, Jackie Ickx, some of the greatest racers in history. So like James Hunt wore a Carrera, a lot of them. So this is like the one. Um,
Oh,
not
okay.
the yeah. So even for me, like a Tag Heuer fanboy and a Carrera fanatic, not the glass box, nothing that's ever came before. This is the one with the best movement that Heuer or Tag Heuer has ever made. So I am going to buy this watch. I'm going to sell some stuff. I just
Oh,
need it at like
wow.
10 grand. Um,
How many did they make
yeah.
of this, Paul?
I don't know if it's limited. I have no idea. I'm sure
I
it
don't
is.
think so. I don't
I,
think so.
I haven't read anything about it, but yeah, this is the one. It's a modern interpretation, like,
Look it up. I don't
not,
think it's limited at all.
well, awesome. Yeah, but this is an absolute buy that I'm going to get at some point. I need a discount and I need to sell some stuff. And yeah, it's a for sure. This is my dream watch. I'd pass a Daytona. I'd sell my Explorer.
Mm.
Um, I'd pass up every Patek Philippe and every Grubel Fords he ever made to buy that watch.
So
No
so is
joke.
everything so is everything uh in your collection on notice?
Except for my Tag and my Explorers
Yeah.
and some 9Fs. But
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah. My Reef is
Wow.
probably gonna go, Bobby. Probably gonna sell my Reef.
Yeah,
Yeah. But no,
okay.
like this is for a Tag Heuer fan. This is like, and for a Formula One nut, racing nut, this
Yeah.
is like the one. Yeah, this is the one.
Well, that's
Yeah,
awesome, man. Like that's
yeah.
I'm jealous that you got that feeling. You know, I had the same feeling with the Submariner for like
Mhm.
years and years and years. It was the one, and I got it, and I was happy, and I still am very happy with it. Um, but you know, I don't have that feeling anymore about another piece, right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
another piece that I don't have, you know. And so you've got that here, and that's great. And I hope you get it, man. And yeah, man, make it happen, make it happen.
yeah.
Um, you don't, I mean, it's not going to be like one of those, oh crap, hobby. Oh my God.
No, like yeah, this one's just this is important.
Yeah.
It's like the racer's watch. It's the racer's watch.
Well,
Uh,
a Hobby
yeah.
Bobby donating $100 to the Paul Fund. Oh
All
my
right, man.
God. All
That's
right.
pretty cool. Yeah. Sorry,
Uh,
to interject, but like you threw it up on the screen. I didn't mean to take over. It's just like kind of
no,
my
no,
bag.
no,
Yeah.
no. I'm glad that you came on. Because you know, I had no idea that how important of a piece this was.
I didn't know
And
about the history at
yeah.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and anything tag that comes in the discussion that you're more than welcome to because
Well, Nicky
we're
Lauda was probably wearing that watch when he was almost burned alive in '76 at the Nürburgring. So like
all right.
it's a big deal. Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I got to say. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, thanks, Paul. I mean, you could stick around. I mean, it looks like you
I'll
might be
listen.
busy, but
No,
if you
I'm
want to stick around, you're more than welcome to stick around. Um, Mr. Casio saying now we know the watch is Paul's bat signal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Chaz is like, okay, now I want one. Now I want one too. Hopefully it's not like one of those like like what am I thinking about? Like you don't have to be like a long time customer or something like that. One of those
I don't
Oh,
think so.
dude, I'm not playing that
yeah.
nonsense
It
for a
doesn't
tag.
say
I'm a
anything listed.
yeah, not for a
Probably,
tag.
it's gonna be in the stores and boutiques, and it says in November.
Right.
No good deal. And I'm
Awesome.
still waiting on to see a Pelagos 39, but it'll probably be spring where I'm at.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
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 Okay, so let's get moving forward here. Um okay. So Messina just turning out these collaborations. Like it just seems like every month there's a collaboration, right, with a Messina to watch now, and he looks like he's teamed up with Matthew and Tissot for this Type 20 looking piece. What are your thoughts, Wolf? What do you think?
That's way too close to the
Yeah,
brigade. Wait,
yeah.
that immediately, discounted to me.
So like, where's you know, like I just question myself, like you know, is where's the originality, the design, like what is Messina bringing to the table here? You know what I mean? Just
Uh,
other than his name, like what's going on? Like what makes this Messina? You know?
I
Uh,
I mean, I have no idea. I don't know nothing about Messina. I guess, people might buy it that it's much cheaper than the Breguet, and it looks good if you don't think about that it looks like a Breguet. Maybe that's the customer, but to me that's too close. I get it that watches look similar, but this is way too much of a
yeah.
copy.
Thanks, Hobby. Yeah, that's what I meant. Application watch. Keith Kevin S saying after that speech, I think I want one too. Oh, Deech, thanks for the super chat. Great info tonight. Pile on the bean. Uh, William, I tried on the Pelagos 39 and asked them to take me off the wait list after wearing it.
That's
Okay,
what
so
happened
so
to Katie.
happened to Katie too?
Yep.
Wow, wow. Um, so like that's interesting. More Type 20, Breitling, others. Um, I just if anybody has any kind of design eye, like chime in on the chat and let me know like what's going on here. Like what am I missing? What Messina's contributing here? Other than this is just like kind of like a really like a copy here, or what has he been contributing
Even
lately? You
the
know?
subdials on the Brigade were different size too, right? If I remember on some of them.
Well, I'm not sure about the. I know the hands are different. Like these hands are like like each hand is like different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Then and that's a brigade thing that I've seen. I mean, I don't know if other brands do it or not. Hobby Lobby not liking this one. Nah, I hate it with the subdial eats part of the number. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That doesn't really bother me so much. But I can understand why it might bother some people. Paul's back. Hey, Paul.
Sorry.
No bars. Pooperoni. Dib
Yeah, I
with
agree
the
with Deb.
pooperoni. Yeah. Messina. Yeah, am I saying Messina? Like Mike Messina? Like Mike Messina, the pitcher of the Orioles? Am I? Or Miss? Oh, he missed. Messina. Okay. Um, Loggins is gonna be pissed once he finds out that Messina has been tarnishing his name. Yeah. That Messina looks just like a Breitling AVI down to the thin hour bezel. Yeah. Yeah. Paul, you don't. This doesn't do anything for you, right?
Not this one, but they've had some pretty cool looking racing
Hmm.
inspired chronos and stuff.
Yeah.
But this one's too derivative.
Hey man, Paul, I don't know if you saw this comment, but Bill had tried on the 39 Pelagos and asked them his AD to take him off the list from it. I guess he wasn't
You know,
maybe at a different wrist size and whatnot, but
not gonna lie, it's got some QC issues. Bezels are popping off, but it's a new release or whatever. I think
yeah,
it just looks awesome.
yeah,
I still wish it had. I mean, the 42 is the tool watch, right? So you want the indent at 12 o'clock for the bezel. You want the 500 meters of water resistance.
yeah,
I do like the indents on the dial. You know, where the if it had the loom cakes that went into that kind of that chapter ring with the 3D effect, that'd be amazing. But it's more of a fashiony watch, but I still think it looks amazing. So
yeah.
um, yeah,
Good. I mean, yeah. I mean, I hope it. I think he contributed those stitches on the strap though. The font on the six is different. That's a Messina touch.
good to know.
Okay, good
Good
to
call.
know. Big Wrist says looks like a Panerai, but smaller. Thomas saying, I think this looks more like an only watch Type 20. Nothing wrong with copying that design. There's only one of the Brigades. Okay, all right. Um, let's see. I have thoughts. I will jump in on it in a bit. Okay, all right. We like that you have thoughts. Um, just saying, there's a used Breitling AVI for 5,100 now. Discounts will drop down to the fours. All right. Yeah, jump in, Deb, for sure. Okay, so while we wait on Deb, let's keep moving here, and if you have some thoughts on this piece, we'll get those. All right, so no Buffalo for you. I mean, I really like this. I like when they have little paintings on watches, Wolfie. Um,
Yeah, you like birds too.
I do like birds on watches. I don't know why. I just like them.
I don't know why either.
Um, hey, Deb,
Hey guys,
What's
how are
up,
you?
Dib?
doing good? Can't complain.
Oh, you
Oh,
shaved.
All right.
Looking
buttery smooth.
looking pretty good there, Deb. Um, so you had thoughts. Do I need to go back to the Messina?
I don't think you need to, but
I'm gonna though.
it's
Yeah.
just a cash grab by a company which is highlighted in Jomo Shop. I think that's all we need to know. It copied stuff. I mean, again, let's call it a homage. Um, Type 20 transatlantic or the Aeronaval, um, AVI 765 from Breitling, and the Air Command from Blancpain. There was a micro brand which did the um, same type of watch for like 500 bucks. I don't Air
Hemel, Hemel, and they did a
Hammer.
really good. They did a great job. They make really good. They make, from what I know, I haven't heard of them. They make good watches. I
So
like it.
instead of
Yeah.
giving Messina all your hard-earned money, save a lot of money and get it to Hemel or like that micro brand if you want the look. Serviced Type 20 transatlantic or Aeronaval, that's essentially date or no date. That's 5 grand. Why would you get a Mathe Tissot? That just sounds like an up and coming brand from Brooklyn, which is trying to be hip, but it's
Ooh.
actually run by a senior, you know. So yeah.
All right. Did with
All right. So are we going to continue this?
Sure, we don't need him.
All right.
Yeah. What was his name again?
Something legs.
and I'm back. All right.
Hey, what's up, man?
Sometimes I kick myself out. Um, okay, let's get back into it.
The new IWC is not on there, right? On the monochrome.
I have not seen it, but let's touch on the RGM real quick, and then we'll go searching for that IWC and the new Grand Seiko, right? There was a new Grand Seiko.
Mm.
You
Surprising.
don't say.
Yeah.
No way.
So, somebody had mentioned that they're a sucker for Brigade dials on the chat. I am too. And this is an anniversary piece, I think, celebrating some anniversary for IRGM. I forget the year. Is it 25 or 30th? The Model 25 30th anniversary edition to Yellowstone. I just like these. I just like them. I mean, like, what's wrong? There's nothing wrong with this, Wolfie. I mean, so what if it has got a buffalo? I mean, like, there's no. I get it. There's no buffaloes in Austria, so you
It's
don't.
not only the buffalo, the
It's
whole
not a
painting.
buffalo, it's a bison.
It's actually, you're right. You're right.
Good call,
Technically,
dude.
it's a bison. You're right. You're right.
You don't
We've
need
been
his
calling.
approval, Bobby. He has boundary issues. You don't need his approval. You can get it.
My rule applies to bisons and all other animals. This one, it's not only the animal, it's the whole painting needs to go away. Without the painting, it looks more like Amin's watch, and then it's awesome.
I love the painting. What are you talking about? I need a Bengal tiger there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tigers
Mauling
are cool.
Austin,
that's
maybe.
Dip's,
No,
Dip's
no,
favorite animal.
no
Dip-
painting, please.
Oh,
All
white
right, so
wrist. Look
let
at
me
the.
paint a picture from something, from the British Raj. The tiger, like the white man has his gun pointed at the tiger, and the tiger is mauling, like literally about to jump on him. That's the picture I want, you
You
know.
can fit that in a watch, you think?
But
I mean, they fitted a mountain with a bison, so why not?
put it on your wall, not on your watch. That's
Yeah,
it.
On a
but
watch.
this one's like something I'd see on the wall at my drunk uncle's like mobile home. Like, would you put a Thomas Kincaid painting on a excuse me, on a dial? No.
Look, just
Like,
let's also remember that this is extremely zoomed in, right? Okay, and Big Wrist, it looks like a sick 4-year-old painted it. Okay, I get it. But like when you look at it from a distance, right, from like your wrist, I mean, you're not gonna look at the Mona Lisa like this, right?
true.
It's not gonna look great. You need some distance, and the perfect distance for this is right here to here, right here to here. And it's gonna look beautiful. It's gonna look like Monet painted it.
But I could have it on my wall or like, my 70s van, you know?
Why would you want a van from the 70s? It's
Because
slow.
it looks like it's painted on a 70s California surfer van.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it had an Aztec warrior in there somewhere, it'd be a 70s van painting
Mm.
to me.
Bison is awesome. Javi agree with Wolfie. If you don't wear a three-piece suit, you don't need this. Some eyes on the Bison would be a good starting point. I mean, again, like you're not gonna You're not gonna see that from like here, Rob, Mountain Standard Time. Like if here, I mean, like if you're looking at that, then you're gonna notice that there's no eyes.
By that
Um,
logic, I really need to take a deeper look at the Black Panther AP then, and see if I really like it.
The bison doesn't look kindly towards people. Oh, I lost the joke. Shoot.
Yeah, no, it's okay, Deb. We still got 15 minutes left in the show for you to make another joke. Chopard Year of the Tiger watch was dope.
Tigers
It's
are
a
cool.
it's a meta it's a metaphor for the British occupation of India. Uh, okay.
Kevin's
What's
got
wrong
a
with
Kevin's
that?
got a high troll level.
Saw this in person at watch time. Looks great. The bison looks like a coffee stain. Oh, you guys are tough. You guys are tough. A bison doesn't have to look where it's going. It's a bison, bro. That's true. If you look close, you can see the dung piles in the background. Jim T, okay, nothing wrong with RGM, but I'll pass on this one. Fine, like at least a reasonable critique. Thank you. Okay, Wolfie, you said there was a new IWC. Um,
I know it was on Watch Time somewhere.
is that a site, Watch Time? Well,
They have a website.
oh, they have their own website, right?
Yeah, they have a few, I think.
Oh,
There it
is
is.
it this one right here?
Yeah, that is. I love it. It says Mr. Porter on the back, and I don't like that.
So is this just a gold BP43?
It's bronze.
Bronze.
It's bronze.
It's a bronze 43. Yeah, 500 piece limited. Price is okay, but the Mr. Porter is not good.
Yeah,
I wish they would stop with that stuff.
it's
Just,
a good looking watch.
Yeah, I love it. Just add a
Tatanka,
card, Mr. Porter, and don't put it on the damn thing.
Justin pulling out some Dances with Wolves here. New Zodiac's out. Okay, yes. Bison is better than bronze, John says. Don't they already make a bronze BP43?
I think they do, but not a black dial.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure. Do they? Maybe they would know.
Ooh, William with the burn. Could be worse. Could say Islander. And Rob is crying. Okay. Let's see here. I want to check out and get your guys' thoughts on, because we do have some Grand Seiko experts on the panel. Let me bring up a new one that we have here. The limited edition Spring Drive creation exclusive to the GS9 Club. What do you guys think of this one? It looks kind of good, no?
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't like about the watch is the minute track. I don't know what it's doing there. Other than that, it's standard Grand Seiko fare.
Yeah.
I just can't. I feel something's wrong. I mean, again, like I'm not a design expert, but for some reason that minute track with the dial is just setting me off. Like I don't know.
Is it
Maybe
because it's a different texture and different color?
Something about it just doesn't sit right with me. Honestly, with that case, the Ryu Sendo I think was a better watch or a better dial. The Omi Wataru, you can get it for much cheaper because you can probably get a discount from an AD or pick it up used much cheaper. So yeah, something about this watch did not like scream to me that hey, I need to buy one.
For Wolfie, they should change the case back from Mr. Porter to Mr. Baller.
Why add the Mister? Just Baller.
Wolfie Baller. Wolfie Baller. But I agree. I mean, like,
You
Wolfie
have the
has a good
same
point
thing
there.
ready at the push of a button. What's going on?
What are you what are you saying?
You're being
You have
honored. What's the problem?
you have intros ready at the push of a button.
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect?
You wear dib shirts, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, a gold second hand would look a billion times better than the blue. Doesn't fit. Um, they made a big thing of that mini track. Oh, Wayben, so Wayben was there today. Um,
Yeah, what's the deal?
yeah, what's the deal? How so, Wayben? If you want to tell us in the chat. Same mini track as the SBGY 003. Um, the new white one is sick though. John saying the dial on the new GS looks like a used coffee filter. I've collected GS for a decade and this is the worst one I've seen. Wow, John. Okay, hot take. Um, wow, that's obnoxious.
Damn, wow.
Damn, damn. What type of
It is.
operation do you think he's running? Absolutely, Wolfie. William knows. William definitely knows. Okay. Um,
I kind of like it.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, you're like Mr. Grand Seiko now. You've got a sub collection. So is
I
this
got a sub
something that
collection. This is too small, and I wouldn't buy this one. But I mean, on this picture, it looks good. The picture below looks totally different. I think Kevin, they saw it today, right? They
yeah.
they, they did see it
Mhm.
in New York. I think they both liked it.
I,
Not
I
gonna
I
buy it.
think Grand Seiko this year has released much better watches than this one. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
Oh, that is small. 38 and a half for you, Wolfie. That is the
yeah. That's why
That's like a little pellet.
it's not
It's like a tablet he takes every morning.
prices
um
somewhat high too. So
yeah.
it's good looking, but
I mean, this watch, the prices have always been a little high, especially with that 9R31 spring drive movement. So they were always like 8100, 8200. So it's in line. But as a whole, yes, the price is high.
I want
Uh
Sanjay's take on it.
yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna be interesting.
yeah.
Hobby saying here, this watch is awesome, but the Minitrack is shite. They just pointed out that the Minitrack was as fancy a fancy news feature. They hyped the whole thing to holy high heaven. Um, they're
Why?
not impressed.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I thought he liked it.
it's
I
like when ads play at louder volume on TV. Oh, the Wolfie baller was too loud. Sorry, guys.
The
Um,
minute track doesn't bother me. I mean, might look even better without it. I don't know, but doesn't bother me.
they had it on display in the bank vault. No kidding. Really looks great in person. Hard to evaluate GS from pictures. It is very understated. A beautiful watch. Okay, fair enough. Thomas
It's
Burnett,
right up my alley.
yeah, read the banner under the screen. Oh, click join. Oh, thanks, Thomas. Yeah. So, thank you for the reminder. Um, you can join the Bobby Legs channel, YouTube channel, and it gives you access to things like a Discord server where we have a community going where we're discussing, sharing pictures, talking about watches, and also more giveaways, right? I do some. I'm going to be doing some giveaways there, and we're giving away this month a deluxe. Me. I mean, a deluxe three watch roll that was
Awesome.
donated by a great supporter of the channel for that. And also, speaking of giveaways, the last plug. Uh, Sunday, we'll be giving away another watch. Yeah, two watches this month in November. So stay tuned for that video. Mr. Casio saying a great Casio Grand Seiko. We have finally learned to line up the minute track to the markers.
Good call.
Bobby saying what needs to be the size of the watch to be a baller watch, Wolfie?
No,
So
I
how
think
big does
50.
this watch need to be, but Wolf?
50.
Not 50. I mean, I don't know that case. I think Dip said, that the case,
Yeah,
because
I
of
agree, Chess.
the short lux, it's even smaller than, even if it was 40,
Hmm.
it probably be a lot smaller on the wrist than the 009. So this one would have to be at least 42 for me. And even then, I don't like it that much.
It's for the GS collector. That's what Kevin is. Who happens to be a GS collector. Um, Chaz, gonna have to do a seizure warning next time you do the edits at Bobby Legs Loves Watches. Okay, sorry. Oh.
Wow, you guys just don't like fun. Wow. Sorry, Bobby. Being creative here.
It's not that much fun, though.
Can we just have more vanilla? God. Too
Thanks,
spicy for me. Thanks for getting wacky.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Every watch should be classified as a buy or no buy. Yeah, Paul, thank you so much, man.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the extra.
Yeah, that's right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. This guy has a dip shirt made. This guy gets offended at dip shirts, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
need to be talked up. I'm sorry, I just cracked myself up. Oh man. Okay. William saying need to be talked out of buying a Bradley Super Ocean 42. Tried one on and running hot. Dib, you're a fan of the Super Ocean 42, right? Or at least the original one? No?
Well, if it's a brand new one, all I'll say is wear it in good health.
Hmm.
If it's the old one, find a better price than what you're probably looking at. If it's a Super Ocean Heritage, go for it. Very good watch with the Kinesis movement.
Um, this was made in honor of a Japanese castle. Oh, okay. Uh, yeah, the Bobby Legs morning radio show for sure. Uh, Bobby's saying, can Wolfie say the word baller? Of course he
I
can.
most certainly won't.
But he,
Oh,
uh,
I wanted to say real quick before. Did anybody
yeah.
watch that Salita interview? So
No.
SW 200s are going to be replaced with a 62-hour power reserve three-hander. That's on the way.
Oh,
So it is,
wow.
and probably information for people that may want to know that. So 38 power is out, and 62 is coming at some point in time to replace all of them.
We're talking a Celia 200, you said?
SW 200 is being replaced by
SW200, yeah.
62-hour power reserve new three-handers coming.
What
in the
about the
pipeline.
300 then?
I don't know. Well, it has 56 hours power reserve now. They did a good job. It's still at 28.8, so they're going to keep that around.
Mhm.
And what I found out also is that with the Office GMT, you can have a quick set date. With a true GMT, you can't. So that's why Salita, obviously for market reasons of pricing, prefers the Office GMT for their market, because a quick set date is more important in their marketing information, demographics, or whatever, than like a Rolex True GMT. Now, I still want a True GMT along with my Reef, but I thought that was a pretty valid reason for an Office GMT, especially if you don't travel. A date's going to be more important or a priority.
I think that's a valid point, because I have a True GMT in my Grand Seiko, and I did not wear it for like 10 days, and it was a pain. Like I had to go through like 20 turns just to get to the right date. So definitely, does make a case for a quick set date.
Yeah, quick set date. Oh, man, it's like when you have a watch that doesn't have a quick set date, and just any watch like a three-hander that doesn't have a quick set, it's just so brutal. It's brutal. Like I never thought it was a big deal until like I had a Nomos for like a hot minute, and then I'm like, oh, this
I mean,
sucks.
if you have like one of those detents that you can push, then it's okay. But again, like that adds more complication, and if you add more complication, prices go up.
True,
Chad,
but that Zenith Defy Classic has that awesome date, quick date option, and yeah.
Well, I mean, Paul, BJ agrees with you. That was a great interview. Thanks for giving me the heads up because I had no idea. I'm gonna check that interview out for sure.
Yeah, it changed my mind from what I thought was kind of a cheap alternative ETA company to like something like they're in business and
They're
they are
innovating. They're
funded.
trying to
They
innovate.
are,
Yeah.
and they're funded.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, I used to be hung up
I was too.
on Salitas and them being just a clone and maybe not as the quality wasn't there, but I had no justification. I had no reason to believe that. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing supporting my thought process. And then
Well, the thing is that they do the ETA 2892, 2836. They've all had issues of winding the gear,
hmm
that gears, the teeth fall off.
hmm
So they tried to correct it or whatever, and that's basically what Damasco did. Is they fortified an ETA, and it's kind of cool because you can
hmm
actually replace, even if that part's not specific to the Damasco, you can take an ETA part and it's interchangeable.
yeah,
So it might be less quality, but you can still have the watch running if you're in Sri Lanka and lost, right?
right,
Which I find fascinating because it means they allow other parts to be in their movement, which is not necessarily profitable for Damasco.
right.
Anyways, yeah, it was a cool interview. I check it out.
Kevin saying, but real gangster ass ballers don't flex nuts, cause real gangster ass ballers know they got them. Okay,
That's true.
so true. Yeah. Chaz saying, take some Triactin, Deb.
Yeah, the tracking wore out fast. I'm trying to get in touch with my inner self.
Yeah.
So tracking
Okay.
like just dive, like it just went out fast with the P.
Did you shave because of that new journey to the inner self?
Oh, I shaved because my beard was growing too unmanageable. That's all.
Dude,
Uh,
it would have to take me like a year to get to like your unmanageability with your beard. Like I could barely grow anything, man. It's just
Me
you're such a
5 years.
man.
I've been
You
at home
can
for 3 days with a sick kid,
yeah.
and
This is the result of 3 days.
no, I mean it's a week. I'm a single dad. It's called the single dad tax. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
On
Well,
stuff, I don't care. Sorry.
you are doing the salt and pepper thing fine, so you're good.
Yeah, and I think it looks good
I
on you.
don't care.
But with Dib, I mean Dib, he's such a bearded man, right? Like he's such a
Mhm.
man. Like he can just like wear a pink hoodie on a stream.
we
You know
can,
what I
we
mean? Like
kind of
without
This is
we can get something going with Dib. I want to see him with a full blown like beard down to the
my,
abs.
my beard never goes down. It always grows like this.
Well,
So
Just
maybe
do
maybe
do a cool goatee.
we
Do like
make
a cool
something
goatee.
happen.
yeah.
Dib doesn't shave for a whole year. Maybe we add like the hair. He doesn't get a haircut for a whole year, and then he gets a Pepsi. That'd be hilarious. He has to be on, at least
Yeah.
2 streams a month to
I've,
kind of.
I've already waited 1 year for the Pepsi. I'm not doing that again. I'm
Well,
sorry.
then you get a whatever Batman or something else you like in that price range, But you have to come on a stream twice a month to show the progression, and it's gonna be hilarious for all of
I
us.
say we raise the stakes. What's your favorite watch in the world, Dib?
I don't know, Langa probably? Langa 1?
Okay. Okay. Breast implants for a year, and we'll all buy you a Longa.
What?
I
Hold.
swear.
What?
Let's do it. You can take them out.
If we
take
got
'em out.
enough people, we can make it happen.
You
I'm
can
No,
take 'em.
no,
You can
no,
have 'em
no.
removed.
I'm not doing a breast implant. I'm sorry.
Then you don't love Longa, bro.
How about just
You don't really
one?
want it.
How about just one
I
implant?
have no wish to turn into into something else.
Okay.
But
Okay. All right. Okay.
Sorry.
BJ has BJ has a good question. Dib, what do you got on rest?
I have my Ming 1709.
17 Paul, what did you have?
Hold on.
Wow.
I've got
Wolfie
a
had yeah,
Aqua Racer.
Aqua Racer. Yeah, yeah. Wolfie had his DeVille, right? And I had the spacecraft. Um, Big Risk saying, "Hey, come to Vegas. I know a discount plastic surgeon."
I don't need one.
Man, this went sideways. Yep. Some dude did that for a bet and then left them in after winning the bet.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. Exactly.
No.
Okay.
The hair and beard, that's where it's at. That's gonna be hilarious, especially if, like he says, the beard grows sideways.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine how he would look
All
like.
right, Wolfie. I do have a picture where I did not shave or trim my hair for 6 months. I'll
Ooh.
share it with you later on.
Oh, you're only going to share with him though.
Be
Exactly.
careful, it'll end up on a t-shirt, man.
Yeah.
It'll be like a quick, now you see it, now you don't.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's about that time. Um, Deb, Wolfie, Paul, thank you for coming on. Really, really appreciate it. Chat, you're great, awesome. Another great night with the chat tonight. Really appreciate that as well. Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up, Tuesday before Thanksgiving, will be a special Bobby Legs Loves Watches live stream where, anybody, I'll throw out the link in the chat, and we can talk about this past year and talk about what we're thankful for, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to when it comes to watches.
Did I hit my mark for my Carrera? Did you guys get me there? No?
What for super chats?
Yeah.
You're
Almost,
getting close. We got you close. We're getting
almost.
close.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Um, and then don't forget December 6th, mark it down in your calendars, Tuesday, December 6th, at the Amin Sell Straps Awards. We'll be here as well. And guys, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Take care. Good night.
Good night.